Hello everyone, my name is Magdala Ramirez and I come from the Maya Mexica tradition. Today we're gonna be talking, are you living your life or life is living you? There is so many things and situations to talk about this because it involves time and the perception that you have about time. There is so much emotions and so many unresolved business, so many tears that you swallow it within yourself that then you forgot that they were there, and it is the time that are is truly coming out. It is very, very important for you to recognize that you are life. You have always been alive. You are life. You came into this realm because you needed some lessons, because you needed some unfinished business that you have into this time and space, or you make an agreement to come and help the people, or you have a reason, a purpose to be here in what we call this realm. And but that doesn't mean that you were not alive. It means that you're just having an experience in this one. So you have always been life, life by itself. When you allow that life leaving you, it means that you are so completely hooked into the hologram. You are so identifying with situation and experiences that you begin to think that this is who you are. You begin to understand that that pain and suffering, it makes such an impact in you that it changes your perception of life that you are. And that has been part of the programming of the patriarchal system, wanting you to detach, wanting you to think that this is the only thing that you have and that you need to stay hooked in that hologram to keep on perpetuating. And this is a big situation right now in the human being because it is a battle within your own self. This one, the one that has created you, has been calling you back home. And when this call goes directly into your heart, you immediately understand a higher perception of yourself. You understand this part of you that you have always been alive, that beautiful access to a higher truth. It is always available for you. And at the same time, there is this lower selves that still are identifying with different experiences in your life, that it has been done through pain. And that pain, it makes you remember it. It makes you feel that dictated and define it your life. You're the one who gives so much power to the hologram that is literally leaving you. I want you to put attention about something. I have never really met somebody that has never had pain. Everyone, all around you, look all around you. People has been in pain in many, many, many ways and situations. If you change the perception of pain, it will be a big, big liberation for you. If you understand pain, and it doesn't matter the pain anymore, you create immediately an avenue to go higher and deeper, going vertical, what we call vertical. There has been many situations as you born. Nobody tells you that time didn't really exist, that it is only a perception of reality. Really is relative to the observer. You are the one who is observing time. You're judging time too when you begin to use the programming of time as linear way. The linear, it doesn't really exist in the universe, and you know this. Everything, it is a spiral, circles. Every single part of it, it is bonded into a different story, always changing, always moving, and yet there is something that it is very, very steady. That deep silence inside of you, it helps you to connect to that higher truth, the laws that it never change, the truths that it never change, because they're not bounded by time. That truth, it truly is a liberation for you. That truth and understanding and embracing that truth, it makes you feel and see time in a very different manner, and life in a very, very different manner. When you understand that you are life and that you have always been life, and even when you die, you still are a consciousness that it is alive, because it is an energy. Energy can never be destroyed. It can change, yes, but it can never be destroyed. It is always there in one way or the other. That is what we call that divine spark that you are. That divine spark is just way too important for you to identify with it. Means observe it within your own self. That divine spark contains all the love that you are. Love as you are is a powerful energy that connects everything in the multiverse. Even when you die, you still are connected with your loved ones. It doesn't matter what it is, that part of the hologram, because all the relations are inside of you in one way or the other. Love is what it heals, not time. That love that you are, that life that you have always been, it is truly the liberation for you. The patriarchal system create a program that it makes you feel identifying with an hologram, thinking, this is what is going on in my life, this is what is not going on in my life, or I'm suffering because of this, and I'm suffering because of that. Or you want to manipulate the hologram over and over again, that you can, of course. Yet, it's not about the hologram. It is about your learning experiences. When you don't learn a lesson, it's going to be repeated and repeated until you learn. When you are emotional about this and completely identifying with it, shouting and just crying and being completely that identification, is very hard to listen a higher truth. Yet there resides in the emotion all this power, all this energy. That is why I am telling you, use your emotional body as a stepping stone. Means use your energy, the energy of that emotion, to go higher and stronger. That deep emotions, that deep pain and suffering, when you see it in a different perspective, it truly creates a whole new understanding of who you are. That energy of the emotions are very, very powerful and beautiful. It is beautiful because it really contains all this incredible power. You have the power to create and move the hologram, but you also have the power to recognize the hologram and not be bounded by it, means seeing time in a different perspective, observing events in your life. You can see those events. You start by this one. Observe those events in your life, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then here comes the next one, the beginning, the middle of the end. The journey by itself. It is the one that it creates those lessons. You are accomplishing your goal as we speak. It's not something that it is far away. It is something that it is already being created. It is a possibility in the time and space that you're tapping into it. And when you see it in a different form, you understand that higher truth about yourself, that it is ageless, that it doesn't change. That place within you that you recognize the truth, it does not change. The same truth that it has been there for 2000 or 5000 and beyond, they are there encoded in your own DNA, encoded in this very beautiful planet, that it is making you remember what it means to be that true human being. The one that it is not about the hologram that allows them to define them. The one that it is not bounded with thinking that it is only one life. You have always been life. You know, this is just as quick as you blink of an eye. And that's it. Time doesn't work the same using your light body than using your physical body. And yet the one that rules that physical body, it is you, your true you. Whatever you think about yourself, this is how it's going to be manifested over and over again. Those unfinished business, those tears that you swallow it, those are lessons that you didn't learn. And they're going to come out forward, especially in this time and space where there is this situation happening in this beautiful planet of yours. There is people who is ready for the fifth dimension, what we call the world of the enchanted flower. And there is people that still wants to perpetuate that third dimensional reality. The sensation is control. Wanting to control something instead of understanding a higher truth about yourself. It is a battle. It is a battle within your own self. The programming that you're so afraid to just drop it. Versus this part of yourself that recognizes that voice guiding you into a higher way. As this very beautiful planet is giving you the next octave for your understanding of yourself, there is many other people that they don't want to receive that octave and want to keep on perpetuate that comfort zone, that it is really not that comfort, but it makes them feel secure. You know, exchanging your freedom for security, it is really not a good deal. Your security, it is inside of you, in those truths that it is able to recognize that it never gonna change, that you know that. This connection that you have with Father Mother, this part of you that it has always been there. You are nature. It's not that you're becoming nature or that you go and walk in nature. You are nature, and your nature is a multidimensionality way of thinking. recognizing that you are love, recognizing that you are life, and that you have always been life. When you think in that way and then you turn around and observe those experiences, then you learn. You learn through those experiences in not becoming that experience that defined you and thinking that it's going to be the rest of your life. Thinking that that's what happened and that the rest of your life, that's how it's going to be. Depends on you. That's the part that you're able to change in you. And when I talk about change, I talk about a transmutation. No one has power over you. Only if you give them the power. Not because you have pain. Means that is what is going to define the rest of your life. It doesn't matter the pain. It didn't meant to be that part that is going to stop your spiritual growth. It didn't meant to be that way. It meant to be to record a learning experiences and yet recognizing that beautiful teacher, the teacher of light that you are, the teacher of love that you are, the teacher of life that you are. It creates a very different story. When you decide being afraid of love, you become very afraid of life too. And in that way, you give the power to that idea of life, and then life begins to leave you. You're beginning to repeat experiences, and you get angry, and you get frustrated, and you think that this is the only thing that exists. It's just an identity. It's just that identity that you are able to help within you. And that is using the energy of that emotion to heal yourself. And when you heal yourself, is recognizing the lesson and understanding that no one has power over you. That there is this incredible force within you that you are able to tap into your highest truth available for you. I want you to remind you that we do have a school online, a School of Ascension, and you can visit at my website, magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. Making your spiritual work. It is imperative at this time. For you can see yourself as you truly are. So beautiful. An incredible being. This is a powerful time. People is choosing already if they still want to perpetuate that patriarchal system. Or they still want to see a higher truth about themselves. What is going to be for you? Those truths are always available for you. For there is this part of you that it is that divine being. That divine spark that recognizes herself as life. You have been living many lifetimes maybe. Many simultaneous lives that you're living right now. That you have access to many experiences. This is powerful times to be able to conceive yourself as that divine being that you have always been, and recognize the freedom that you are, for you're not bounded by time, and you're not bounded by your experiences. Only if you give them your power away, that's how they're gonna trap you. Remember, you are life. You are love. Change that perception. Understand that truth. And that truth is gonna take you to a higher perception of reality. I am also reminding you we have an app. It is called Messages from the Great Mother. Those messages are creating these beautiful synchronicities in your life. You can download it in any phone. Messages from the Great Mother. It is available for you now. Keep on sending us your questions, your comments. We are so excited to be almost everywhere in the world. I am feeling you. I am loving you. I am you. Tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate.